Welcome, dear little ones, to the fascinating world full of adventures and smiles on the planet of Dino People. This is a place where dinosaurs not only walk on two legs, but also work, play, and fulfill their deepest dreams. Today, we will tell you about the extraordinary heroes of this planet, each of them enchanted by their unique profession and a life full of passion. Dinozo the Driver. Few knew his real name. Everyone knew him by the pseudonym Speedy Dino. Dinozo the Driver was a taxi driver, and his passion extended beyond quick rides to a fascination with the stories and diversity of the traveling dinosaurs. Speedy Dino was no ordinary driver. His taxi was colorful and adorned with various dinosaur motifs. He always ensured that his vehicle was clean, fragrant, and welcoming to every passenger. His passion for his work manifested in caring for the comfort and safety of travelers. What made Speedy Dino an exceptional driver was his ability to strike up conversations and listen to passengers' stories. Always with a smile on his face, he inquired about their day, interested in their tales, dreams, and experiences. His taxi became a place where not only did people travel from point A to point B, but they also shared life stories. His passion for his work was also evident in his driving skills. Speedy Dino not only drove fast, but also safely. He was always ready to adapt to the pace of life and the needs of the passenger, ensuring that the journey with him was a unique experience. He often organized special taxi tours, guiding passengers through the most interesting places in Dinoland. He showed hidden corners, picturesque landscapes, and fascinating attractions, simultaneously teaching dinosaurs about the history and curiosities of their planet. Speedy Dino didn't just offer transportation, he offered an experience. His positive approach, enthusiasm, and love for people turned the taxi into not only a means of transportation, but also a mobile space full of joy and positive energy. For Speedy Dino, every trip was a new adventure, and every passenger was a respected guest on his never-ending journey through Dinoland. As a police officer handling various cases, Dino Don went out onto the streets of Dinopolis every day, ready for new challenges. One day, he received a call about a mysterious theft at the Dinosaur Museum. A valuable specimen, the teeth of a Tyrannosaurus, had been stolen from the exhibit, leaving behind only an empty space. Dino Don immediately got to work, analyzing the crime scene and interviewing witnesses. During the investigation, he discovered clues indicating that the culprit was an intelligent pterodactyl dinosaur. Dino Don embarked on a chase, traversing Dinopolis in search of the Tyrannosaurus teeth and the perpetrator. After many trials and pursuits, he managed to find the stolen teeth in the pterodactyl's lair. It turned out that the pterodactyl had been stealing teeth to decorate its nest and attract a mate. Instead of arresting him, Dino Don decided to help him find another way to adorn his nest. The Dino Human suggested that he use the various dinosaur-themed decoration shops available in Dinoland, where he could legally purchase ornaments for his nest. Dino Don returned home with pride, having resolved the case without resorting to punishment, and Dinoland was safe once again. His adventures as a police officer were consistently thrilling, and each day brought new challenges to overcome in the name of justice on this fantastic parallel planet of dinosaurs. Trico was born in the family nest in Tricoville, a picturesque town in Dinoland. From a young age, he discovered his passion for theater and acting. His parents, Trick and Trina, always supported him in these pursuits, helping him develop his stage skills. As he grew up, Trico decided to move to Dinocity, the capital of the thrilling dinosaur planet, to take on the challenge of being a professional actor. His distinctive horned helmet and the ability to manipulate 3 blades made him stand out among other artists. Trico quickly gained popularity in Dinocity, playing various roles in dinosaurified adaptations of classic theatrical plays. His role in Romeoraptor and Juliasaurus was considered groundbreaking, and the audience loved him for his expressive gestures and emotional performance. After successes on stage, Trico also began appearing in dinosaur-themed films. His film Jurassic Dream earned him a nomination for the Dino Award, the most prestigious recognition in the entertainment world on Dinoland. Despite fame, Trico remained a humble and warm-hearted dinosaur. He often organized acting workshops for younger generations, sharing his experiences and inspiring the next generations of young talents. His life, however, was not without challenges. When one day he received an offer for a role in a dinosaurized version of The Lord of the Rings, he had to overcome his fears related to flying. Through intensive training and the support of friends from the acting ensemble, Trico conquered his fears and faced a new challenge. Trico remains an icon of the Dinoland artistic scene, combining not only acting talent, but also showing that even the largest dinosaurs can overcome their fears and achieve great things. Dinoland thrives thanks to his unique contribution to the world of entertainment. His workshop was filled with various tools, and in the corner stood an old but faithful car named Roaring Raptor. Dino loved his work with a passion as immense as his colossal paws. He was a master at fixing all kinds of vehicles, from prehistoric jeeps to mighty dinosaur slides. One day, a four-wheeled dinosaur rolled into the workshop with engine troubles. Dino greeted him with a smile, and they began working on the vehicle. In the meantime, Dino came up with the idea to install a spectacular, fiery decoration in the car to make an even greater impression. During the repair, Dino told his customer jokes about dinosaurs, making him laugh uncontrollably. Everything went so smoothly that soon the entire workshop echoed with the sound of laughter. Even Roaring Raptor seemed to sway from side to side with joy. Dino not only fixed cars, but also helped customers understand how their vehicles worked. His passion for mechanics transformed into a love for sharing knowledge. He even organized free workshops for young dinosaurs to cultivate their interest in technology. After work, Dino returned to his home, which was built in a cave in a beautiful, green corner of Dinoland. His extensive family included his wife, 3 little dinosaurs, and a pet Dino dog hybrid. They spent time together, sharing stories about their days, and in the evenings they went on family walks, admiring the stars in the Dinoland sky. Dino Wrench was not only an excellent mechanic, but also a fantastic father and husband. His life in Dinoland was full of joy, laughter, and love, and every morning he eagerly went to his workshop, ready for new adventures. Every morning, Dino set out with his colorful cart filled with fresh vegetables to provide healthy food for other dinosaurs in Dinoland. He had enormous, colorful feathers instead of hair on his head, making him recognizable among the other planet's inhabitants. One day, during one of his deliveries, Dino stumbled upon a mysterious garden where unusually vibrant and flavorful vegetables grew. He decided to explore this place further and began to discover the unknown corners of Dinoland. During his adventures, Dino met various dinosaurs, each with a different personality and culinary preferences. In one village, he encountered Garlic Dino, who loved garlic, and Tomato Dino, who had a particular fondness for tomatoes. Together, they exchanged culinary experiences, bringing immense joy to each of them. As Dino traveled through Dinoland, he gained popularity as a high-end vegetable supplier. His products were known for their freshness and unique flavors, attracting more and more customers. However, not everything was straightforward. One day, a mysterious, shadowy dinosaur began sabotaging vegetable deliveries to destroy Dino's reputation. Secretly, Dino decided to solve this mystery and find out who was behind this deceitful plan. During his investigation, Dino discovered that the shadowy dinosaur acted out of jealousy for Dino's popularity. He decided to help him understand that cooperation is better than rivalry. Together, they started organizing joint deliveries, providing Dinoland with even greater access to fresh and healthy vegetables. Dino's story in Dinoland is an inspiring tale of adventures, cooperation, and overcoming challenges in the name of a healthy life and community. The dinosaur's name was Dinozo Gray Eye. His name derived from 2 gray eyes that always flickered in the darkness, revealing inscrutable intentions. Dinozo Gray Eye was a thief, a master of the art of theft, who always remained in the shadows. His passion for working as a thief stemmed from a fascination not only with the act of stealing, but also with the art of planning and execution. Dinozo Gray Eye considered himself an artist who painted pictures of disappearance in the night, gliding over rooftops and evading traps. Dinozo Gray Eye's passion lay in sophisticated strategies and deciphering the most secure locations. He studied his targets, analyzing security patterns and knowing every move of his opponents before embarking on his artificial nocturnal journey. His camouflage skills were unparalleled, and the ability to smoothly move through shadows made him almost invisible. Among thieves, Dinozo Greyeye had his own label. He never stole from places where too many innocents would suffer. He avoided violence and tried to operate discreetly, leaving only mysterious traces of his presence. He was a gentleman among criminals, making him a figure as enigmatic as he was respected. Dinozo Greyeye had the ability to manipulate, and his thefts were sometimes a form of entertainment for himself. He misled investigators, leaving false trails, and thus always stayed one step ahead of others. However, his passion was not limited to theft. He was also a lover of art and culture, collecting not only loot, but also valuable items that he respected as works of art. Despite his dark side, Dinozo Greyeye sometimes operated with a certain code of honor. He helped those who were wronged by the influential, using the acquired loot to support the needy. His passion for the art of theft was simultaneously a form of rebellion against injustice in Dinoland. The story of Dinozo Greyeye was a hidden dance step among the shadows, where each theft was like musical notation, and he himself was a dancer on the stage, hidden behind the curtain of Dinoland's night. Dinosaur Jack was a passionate pastry chef. His small shop, named Dino Sweets, was a sweet haven on that prehistoric planet. Dinosaur Jack loved experimenting with various flavors and shapes, creating the most unique and delicious treats in Dinoland. His passion for baking began from his earliest years. Even when he was a small dinosaur, he was fascinated by the aromas and tastes achievable by mixing different ingredients. Instead of biting leaves or catching fish, Dinosaur Jack experimented in the kitchen, creating small delicacies for his family. As he grew older, he decided to share his passion with the entire Dinoland community. He opened Dino Sweets, offering all inhabitants of the planet delicious cakes, cookies, ice creams, and many other baked goods. His shop became a place where dinosaurs could gather, talk, and enjoy sweet delights. Dinosaur Jack not only honed his skills in pastry, but also tried to use unique flavors and ingredients available on Dinoland. He utilized honey from special flowers, berries growing only in certain areas of the planet, and even unique dinosaur eggs to give his pastries a distinctive flavor. His shop became a popular spot, visited by dinosaurs from different parts of Dinoland. Dinosaur Jack, always smiling, was ready to share his love for baking with others. He worked with passion because he believed that sweets had the power to unite people, or in this case, dinosaurs. His story was not just about delicious desserts, but also about how one dinosaur's passion could impact an entire community. Fireguard Owie was no ordinary firefighter. He was passionate about his job, loved helping others, and cared deeply about the safety of Dinoland. He had the ability to think quickly and was always prepared for any emergency situation. His fire truck was equipped with various tools to handle every type of threat. One day, when a massive forest fire engulfed Dinoland, Fireguard rushed to help, knowing it would be one of the toughest challenges in his career. The fire was spreading rapidly, and other dinosaurs were frightened and helpless. Fireguard immediately organized his team and sprung into action. They fought the fire for hours, using special tools and firefighting skills. Fireguard was everywhere the danger was greatest, directing his team and protecting the lives of other dinosaurs. As the fire succumbed to their efforts, all onlookers began to appreciate Fireguard's heroism. After many hours of battle, they finally managed to control the fire. Dinoland breathed a sigh of relief, and Fireguard became a hero throughout the planet. His dedication, determination, and firefighting skills had saved many dinosaurs and averted a catastrophe. Fireguard didn't always have to act in the face of such colossal disasters, but this event became a turning point in his career. He remained true to his work, always ready for action to ensure the safety of his fellow citizens in Dinoland. His story became an inspiration to other dinosaurs, and Fireguard remained proud of his calling as a firefighter on this parallel, dinosaur-inhabited planet. Dinozo the bus driver was no ordinary dinosaur. Despite his imposing silhouette resembling a T-Rex, he had delicate hands and the ability to walk on two legs. Moreover, Dinozo had a passion for driving a bus. From an early age, he dreamed of becoming a driver and traveling across Dinoland, taking other dinosaurs on unforgettable journeys. Every day, Dinozo rose early in the morning, ready for new adventures. His bus, named Dino Bus, was colorful and adorned with various dinosaur drawings. Dinozo took great care of his vehicle, ensuring that everything was in working order and that his passengers would travel in comfortable conditions. He loved his job for many reasons. Firstly, he enjoyed interacting with the diverse personalities of dinosaurs waiting at the stops. He was an excellent conversationalist and often shared fascinating travel stories, turning the bus journey into not just transportation, but also a form of entertainment. Secondly, Dinozo loved the landscapes of Dinoland. His bus route led through picturesque valleys, mountains, and mysterious jungles, always providing him with inspiration. In his free time, Dinozo explored new routes, discovering corners of Dinoland that were previously unknown. However, the most significant reason Dinozo loved his job was the joy he brought to his passengers. He always ensured that the atmosphere on the bus was friendly and warm. He even organized special activities such as contests or singing dinosaur songs to enhance the journey for everyone. Dinozo, the bus driver, was proud to make traveling across Dinoland not just a journey from point A to point B, but also an unforgettable experience full of joy and adventure. His passion for his work made him a beloved driver, and his Dino Bus became a symbol of adventure and shared travel across this fascinating dinosaur planet. Dinozo Corman, a dinosaur with a humanoid build belonging to the Homo dino species, found his calling as a financial expert on Dinoland. His anthropomorphic features and skills made him the perfect financial manager, adept at handling finances and administration. Dinozo loved numbers, data analysis, and future planning. His office, where he spent most of his days, was neat and organized, adorned with colorful charts and reports. His passion for working as a financial expert stemmed from a fascination with numbers and finance. From a young age, he dreamed of helping Dinoland thrive economically. His love for mathematics drove him to scrutinize every detail, analyzing data to optimize efficiency and achieve economic success. However, Dinozo was not a typical bureaucrat. Despite his love for numbers, he equally valued interpersonal relationships. He organized them in days in the office that fostered a friendly atmosphere among coworkers. Occasionally, he even scheduled outdoor team-building activities. His work as a financial expert not only benefited Dinoland, but also its inhabitants. Dinozo invested in community development, supporting local initiatives and projects aimed at improving the lives of dinosaurs on the planet. Yet, Dinozo Corpsman's greatest success was his ability to combine his passion for financing with a passion for helping others. His work was not just about numbers and documents, it was a means to achieve greater good for the Dinoland community. Dinozo was not just a financial manager, but also a leader who, by inspiring others, made Dinoland a better place to live. Dinozo Posterman, known by few by his real name but to most inhabitants of Dinoland simply as the Smiling Male Dino, was the heart of communication on the planet. And his love for his work was as great as his smile. Dinozo Posterman loved delivering joy and positive emotions, and his job as a mail carrier was his way of building positive relationships with the residents of Dinoland. Always dressed in colorful uniforms and with a bag full of letters, Dinozo Posterman traveled across the entire planet, carrying messages and packages. His passion for his work extended beyond delivering physical letters. It included creating surprises and facilitating communication among dinosaurs. He often organized small events, such as Surprise Day, during which he delivered letters with positive messages, hidden in colorful envelopes and decorated with smiling emojis. Dinozo Posterman knew all of his neighbors and Dinoland residents. He remembered their birthdays, important life events, and always found a moment to talk to everyone he met during his work. His friendly approach and willingness to listen made people feel appreciated and important. He took great pleasure in delivering surprise letters to children who dreamed of receiving letters from their favorite characters or friends from distant corners of Dinoland. His caring gestures made Dinozo Posterman not only a delivery person, but also a source of smiles and joy for the entire community. His work was not just a duty, but also a passion, and every delivered letter was like a magical envelope full of positive energy. Thanks to his enthusiasm and passion for his work, Dinozo Posterman made Dinoland a place where every message mattered and every smile had its place. Trino was not an ordinary dinosaur. He possessed human intelligence and the ability to use tools. However, despite having these capabilities, Trino loved the job of a gardener. Every day he ventured into his field, caring for the exotic plants of Dinoland. One day, while tending to the incredibly rare Velociflora plant, Trino noticed something extraordinary. Among the leaves appeared a tiny creature resembling a miniature dinosaur. It turned out to be a little dinosaur named Dino, who had accidentally wandered from another part of the jungle. Trino decided to adopt Dino and make him his gardening assistant. Dino quickly proved to be a helpful and energetic companion. Together, they formed a cohesive team, taking care of the plants and making Dinoland bloom even more beautifully. During one of their adventures in the field, Trino and Dino stumbled upon a mysterious cactus called the chronocactus. It was said that this magical cactus had the ability to manipulate time. Curious, Trino decided to see if it was true. After accidentally touching the chronocactus, Trino and Dino found themselves in a time where Dinoland looked completely different. Dinosaurs walked on two legs, and the entire jungle was much more developed. It turned out that time travel was an extraordinary experience. Using the gardener's skills, Trino and Dino returned to their reality, with a lesson that sometimes even the smallest interactions can change the future. Trino and Dino continued their work, sharing their fascinating adventures with other dinosaurs. And so, Trino's daily gardening efforts on the parallel planet of Dinoland continued to bring new discoveries and adventures. Dino Law was a teacher at Dinoland School Odino, a place where young dinosaurs acquired knowledge about Dinoland's history, dinosaur sciences, and other disciplines. His class comprised various dinosaur species, from small and swift to large and mighty. Every day, Dino Law entered the classroom with enthusiasm, ready to share knowledge and inspiration. His hybrid dinosaur-human nature enabled him to understand both dinosaur instincts and human emotions. This allowed him to tailor his teaching methods to the needs of each student. His class not only loved his lessons, but also the way he could make even the most complex topics fascinating. He told them stories about dinosaurs that shaped Dinoland, shared interesting facts, and stimulated creativity through various tasks. Dino Law also engaged in the school community. He organized trips to the Dinosaur Science Park, where students could see dinosaurs in their natural environment and participate in experiments and workshops. His commitment to teaching knew no bounds. However, most important to Dino Law was building relationships with his students. He was their mentor, friend, and role model. His warmth and care made students feel secure and appreciated. Dino Law knew that every dinosaur had their potential and worked diligently to nurture it. Dino Law's story was not just a tale of a teacher, but also about how the fusion of different worlds could create something extraordinary. His passion for teaching turned Dinoland into a place where every dinosaur could uncover the mysteries of the world and develop their skills. Dinozo Worker, although not the most elaborate or eccentric, was a highly esteemed and respected member of the community due to his passion for work. Residents of Dinoland referred to him as the constructor of harmony. Dinozo Worker worked as a construction worker on a daily basis, and his passion lay in creating and maintaining harmony in the surrounding world. He was not just a master in constructing physical structures, but also a creator of a communal atmosphere that brought dinosaurs together on the planet. His passion for work was evident in his attention to the smallest details. Each of his projects not only met the practical needs of the community, but also reflected aesthetics and a concern for harmony with the environment. Dinozo Worker loved adapting to Dinoland's natural landscape, creating structures that seamlessly blended with the surrounding nature. His work as a construction worker was not limited to building alone. Dinozo Worker was also active in designing public spaces such as parks or squares, which became places for social meetings, relaxation, and community integration. His goal was to create an environment that fostered collective harmony and social cooperation. He continually sought new ways to improve the quality of life for dinosaurs. He always aimed to introduce innovative solutions that not only increased the functionality of spaces, but also incorporated artistic elements, inspiring the residents of Dinoland to think creatively. Dinozo Worker served as a mentor for younger generations, sharing his knowledge and experience. His construction workshops provided an opportunity for other dinosaurs to learn practical skills and cultivate their passion for work. He established a construction school that nurtured the talents and creativity of young builders. The story of Dinozo Worker was not just about creating physical structures, but also about building a community that valued harmony, balance, and collaborative efforts for a better tomorrow on Dinoland. His passion made him an architect not only of buildings, but also of positive changes in the community of which he was a proud member. Dinozo Snowboarder, known to only a few close friends by his real name, was, for the majority of Dinoland residents, simply the Snow King. His passion was snowboarding, and for him, work became a way to combine his passion with everyday life. Dinozo Snowboarder loved winter and the mountainous regions where snow covered the landscape. Every morning, he headed to the peaks of Dinoland's mountains, full of excitement and ready for downhill rides. His snowboard was his faithful companion, and a colorful scarf always adorned his helmet, dancing in the wind as he rode. His passion for work manifested in his constant pursuit of excellence in the art of snowboarding. Dinozo Snowboarder not only raced with speed, but also perfected his skills in tricks and acrobatics, attracting the attention of both amateurs and professionals. His favorite place to ride was the Dinoland Snowboard Park, which he helped create and develop. Caring about the safety and diversity of trails, Dinozo Snowboarder wanted everyone, regardless of skill level, to enjoy the magic of winter madness. He constantly experimented with different styles and forms of riding, and his creativity made him an inspiration for young snowboarding enthusiasts in Dinoland. He also organized workshops where he shared his knowledge and experience, helping others develop their skills and discover the joy of riding on the snowy slopes. Dinozo Snowboarder didn't limit himself to just the slopes. His passion also extended to organizing events and activities related to snowboarding culture, tournaments, acrobatic shows, music festivals, all to create a snowboarding community that shared a love for this exciting discipline. His life was full of joy and excitement, and being a snowboarder was both a passion and a lifestyle for him. Dinozo Snowboarder didn't just ride the board. He was an ambassador of winter fun, inspiring authors to discover the beauty and thrill that snowboarding brings on the slopes of Dinoland. Dinozo the manager. His real name was known only to his closest colleagues, but most residents of Dinoland simply called him the production master. His passion was managing and improving production processes on his planet. Dinozo the manager served as the production manager in one of Dinoland's largest industrial plants. His love for his work lay in refining production efficiency, organizing teams, and creating harmony among workers. He was not only a boss, but also a mentor, an inspiration to the entire team. His daily work involved overseeing the production of various items, from tools to gadgets and other everyday objects. His passion was not only for creating high-quality products, but also for developing the abilities and creativity of his workers, ensuring that teamwork yielded even better results. Dinozo the manager was an enthusiast of innovation. He constantly sought new technologies and solutions that could improve production processes. He advocated for sustainable development, ensuring that production was environmentally friendly and that products met quality and safety standards. His passion for his work was also evident in interpersonal relationships. Dinozo the manager was always available to his workers, listening to their ideas and concerns. He created an atmosphere of openness and trust, motivating the team to achieve common goals. He also organized training sessions and workshops that helped workers develop professional skills. He believed that investing in the team's development translated into the overall success of the company. His passion was not only achieving results, but also building a sense of community among the workforce, where everyone felt valued and important. Dinozo the manager constantly strived for excellence. He was willing to go through every stage of production, always ensuring quality and precision. His work was not just a duty, but also a passion, and the plant he managed became a place where innovation, commitment, and collaboration were key values. The story of Dinozo the manager is a tale of a leader who not only managed production, but also inspiringly shaped the work environment. His passion for refining processes and developing talents made him a central figure in Dinoland's industry, setting a standard for other production managers. Dinozel worked as a sales representative for the Fossil Trading Company in his daily life. His task was to travel across Dinoland and sell unique fossils, gemstones, and other intriguing items. Each day brought new challenges, surprising customers, and unforgettable adventures. One day, Dinozel set out on a long journey to visit a remote region famous for its colorful fossils. During his travels through challenging terrains, he encountered a rare Colorosaurus, a dinosaur with beautiful arched scales and various rainbow hues. He realized that such a treasure would undoubtedly capture the attention of customers. Before he could establish contact with the Colorosaurus, another trader, Troglodon, appeared, wanting to acquire the fossil for himself. A rivalry ensued between Dinozel and Troglodon for the favor of the Colorosaurus. Dinozel had to use his negotiation skills and wit to persuade the dinosaur to collaborate. The next day, Dinozel and the Colorosaurus embarked on a long march to collect the colorful fossils. During this expedition, they faced many dangers, such as a sand avalanche and shifting rocks. However, thanks to their cooperation, they managed to overcome the difficulties. Eventually, after many days of challenging travel, they returned home with a treasure trove of fossils. Dinozel's unique offering attracted customers from various corners of Dinoland, bringing not only profits for the fossil trading company, but also solidifying Dinozel's reputation as a brave and clever trader. Whether traversing the farthest reaches of Dinoland or conducting business in his hometown, Dinozel always enjoyed his work. His trading adventures on the parallel planet were not only exciting but also full of lessons about cooperation, negotiation, and the art of finding treasures in the most unexpected places. One day, Dinaric received a mysterious assignment from the great Triceratops, the king of Dinoland. His royal diamond, a symbol of power, had disappeared from the palace chamber. Dinaric accepted the task and set out on the search. His first step was to interview courtiers and palace staff. Soon it turned out that the royal diamond had been stolen by a mysterious thief using extraordinary camouflage technology. Dinaric had to use his wit and detective skills to follow the thief's trail across Dinoland. During his journey, he encountered various dinosaurs, from prehistoric detectives to mad scientists who helped him decipher the mysteries. As Dinaric approached discovering the identity of the thief, he faced numerous traps and challenges. The thief turned out to be a cunning velociraptor who wanted to use the royal diamond to seize control of Dinoland. Dinaric had to confront the thief in a battle of wits until he finally managed to thwart the velociraptor's plans. After retrieving the royal diamond, Dinaric was rewarded by the great Triceratops. His reputation as a detective soared, and people across the planet Dinoland began to respect him for his courage and skills. Dinaric continued his work as a detective, solving more mysteries and helping maintain peace on Dinoland. Dinaric's story was full of adventures, intrigues, and amazing encounters, showing that even on a prehistoric planet of dinosaurs, a detective ready to face the greatest challenges could be found. Dinozo Singer, whose real name remained one of the best-kept secrets on the planet, was known to everyone else simply as Melodia Artist. His passion extended beyond singing. It encompassed creating music that was a symphony of life on Dinoland. Dinozo Singer wasn't an ordinary artist. His work involved not only writing lyrics and composing music, but also overseeing the production of his creations from start to finish. His role included producing his tracks, supervising recordings, and crafting sound masterpieces that touched the hearts of Dinoland residents. His passion for his work manifested in every sound and lyric he created. Drawing inspiration from the beauty of Dinoland's nature, history, and emotions, Dinozo Singer crafted pieces that were both energetic and deeply reflective. His creativity served as an auditory mirror reflecting the essence of the planet. Whether singing about dinosaur adventures, love, or community unity, his songs always conveyed a positive message. He believed in the transformative and unifying power of music, and his passion permeated every note. Dinozo Singer didn't limit himself to grand stages in Dinoland. He traveled across the planet, collecting sounds from different regions and incorporating them into his music. He was like an explorer of sounds, discovering new melodies and harmonies, blending diversity into one beautiful sound. His passion for his work didn't stop at creation. He organized charity concerts, supported social initiatives, and promoted values such as equality, tolerance, and respect for nature. His popularity made him a symbol of positive change on Dinoland. Dinozo Singer was also a mentor for young artists, sharing his knowledge and experience. He organized music workshops, inspiring the next generations of creators and helping them discover their passion for music. The story of Dinozo Singer is a tale of an artist who not only sang, but also created, inspiring others for positive changes and uniting communities through the sounds of his music on a planet where dinosaurs and melody harmonized. Dinozo Lawyer, whose name remained little known, was commonly referred to by most Dinoland residents as the Advocate of Justice. This dinosaur was a lawyer with a passion for justice and equality on his planet. Dinozo Lawyer loved resolving conflicts and advocating for the rights of the less privileged. His law office was a place where every dinosaur, regardless of species or social class, could expect fair and professional legal support. His passion for his work was evident in the pursuit of justice, even when it proved to be a challenging task. A master of argumentation, Dinozo Lawyer's passion lay in analyzing facts, gathering evidence, and presenting strong arguments in court. He not only defended his clients, but also engaged in social work, advocating for minority rights and working towards systemic reforms. His office was filled with law books, and he himself was always ready for learning and improving his skills. Dinozo Lawyer was convinced that legal knowledge was a tool that could contribute to improving the lives of all dinosaurs on Dinoland. Continuously involved in defending unfairly accused individuals, he also fought for animal rights and environmental protection. His passion involved working for the greater good, creating educational campaigns and supporting charitable organizations. Dinozo Lawyer was also a mentor to young lawyers, sharing his experiences and inspiring them to dedicate themselves to the cause of justice. His work had a tremendous impact on Dinoland society, helping shape a more just and equal world for all. The story of Dinozo Lawyer was a tale of the fight for justice, legal ethics, and the rights of all beings on Dinoland. His passion for his work made him not just a lawyer, but also a defender of values that guided him throughout his life. Dinozo Matthew, known to only a few close associates by his real name, but addressed by most Dinoland residents as Smakosh, gourmet, was the head chef, and his passion and dedication to his work set new taste standards on the planet. His kitchen was a place filled with aromas, colors, and exquisite flavors. Dinozo Matthew always experimented with unique Dinoland ingredients, crafting dishes that not only tantalized taste buds, but also elicited admiration from the dinosaur gourmands. His creativity in the kitchen made him a true artist, painting flavors on plates. Dinozo Matthew didn't just cook, he created culinary experiences. His restaurant was a space where culinary art merged with perfection in execution. This dinosaur was constantly seeking new inspiration, traveling across Dinoland in search of undiscovered flavors and traditional recipes he could incorporate into his cuisine. His passion for his work also manifested in how he treated his team. He served as a mentor for young talents, providing guidance and sharing his culinary knowledge. His kitchen was a place where both experienced chefs and ambitious culinary enthusiasts could grow. Dinozo Matthew always ensured that his dishes not only tasted exquisite, but were also visually appealing. He emphasized that food should be a true work of art, accessible to every dinosaur on Dinoland. He also organized culinary workshops, teaching residents how to cook delicious and healthy meals at home. His passion for the kitchen made him a highly esteemed head chef, and his restaurant became a gathering place for food enthusiasts to experience a true festival of flavors. Dinozo Matthew conquered the hearts of dinosaurs with every bite, creating a culinary oasis where even the most refined palates found satisfaction. Dr. Dinamir. He was not only a resident of Dinoland, but also a respected scientist and the doctor of all dinosaurs. Dr. Dinamir was unique due to his extraordinary combination of dinosaur and human traits. He had scales resembling dinosaur skin, but his tail was slightly shorter, and his limbs were more adapted to walking on two legs. However, it was his mind and passion for science that truly distinguished him from other inhabitants of Dinoland. Engaged in paleontology and geology of Dinoland, Dr. Dinamir's work was dedicated to uncovering the mysteries of the planet's past. Every day, equipped with tools in his hands, he set out on expeditions, examining fossilized traces of dinosaurs and ancient rock formations. He was incredibly fascinated by the evolution and history of Dinoland, trying to discover what dinosaur species lived here and what events shaped the destiny of their planet. His laboratory was filled with drawings, maps, and various fossilized finds he had collected over the years. Dr. Dinomir spent many hours analyzing every detail, attempting to reconstruct the world of dinosaurs from the distant past. His passion for his work knew no bounds, and every new fact or discovery brought him indescribable joy. Dr. Dinomir was not just a scientist, but also a teacher, eagerly sharing his knowledge with the younger generations of dinosaurs. He organized lectures and workshops, inspiring others to be curious and explore the history of Dinoland. His heart beat for uncovering the secrets of the past and sharing that fascination with others. The story of Dr. Dinomir is a tale of passion, dedication, and an unyielding desire to understand the world. His work became the foundation for dinosaur science, and he remained a legend in Dinoland, a dinosaur human who constantly traveled back in time, discovering the treasures of his extraordinary planet's past. Dinozo, the journalist. His real name was known to only a few, but for most inhabitants of Dinoland, he was simply the information hub. His passion was to investigate, discover, and share stories that wove the fabric of the community. Dinozo, the journalist, always carried a notepad and pen, ready to jot down every important event or curiosity on his planet. His love for his work lay in seeking the truth, showcasing diversity, and building communication bridges between different groups of dinosaurs. He was a reporter who traveled across Dinoland, visiting various regions to delve into their culture, history, and customs. His passion was to reach places where others did not venture and discover stories that were rarely told. He consistently aimed to ensure that every voice had a place in the media, thus creating a more balanced picture of Dinoland. His articles were like windows through which the residents of Dinoland could peer into the diversity of their planet. Dinozo, the journalist, tried to avoid sensational content, focusing instead on accuracy, responsibility, and education. He was an advocate for journalistic ethics, believing that responsible journalism has the power to shape society. Dinozo, the journalist, also conducted interviews with prominent figures in Dinoland, giving residents the chance to get to know both community leaders and ordinary dinosaurs with extraordinary stories to tell. His passion was to create bridges of understanding and build bonds between different social groups. Not only did he report events, but he also engaged in social campaigns and educational initiatives. Dinozo, the journalist, believed that his role as a journalist was not just to inform, but also to inspire positive changes in Dinoland. The story of Dinozo, the journalist, was not just about fact-finding, but also about inspiring society to understand, respect, and embrace diversity. His love and passion for his work made him not just an observer, but also a bridge builder, connecting dinosaurs across the entire planet.